Hello everyone, this is our first run at One Raceway. Used to be known as Wakefield Park, completely redeveloped, completely redone, just in time for our final no points round of 2024. A solid field of overs and unders entrance on a very muggy, very wet and very sticky December day here in Goulburn. Lots of old runners, the champions of 2024, plus some returning faces. Let's get straight into the action. On board, Stephen Eagle coming from the back of the field. One Raceway, a soaking wet track here at Goulburn, New South Wales. Great to be back in one of the early capitals of the nation. Look at the spray through turn one. Matthew Giantini getting the wipers going on the Civic EG. Hard to see through the spray. That's young Travis Campbell in his EK K24 powered Civic, built in the garage by the brothers and their dad, doing an awesome job on debut here at One Raceway. The big Commodore there. Daniel Russo just ahead in the spray. Return to Mayan ready from Midas Auto Care. Great job in the big blue BMW. Craig Wildridge making a welcome return to form after touring around Australia. A bit of a holiday. As we get to the fishhook, which remains here in the layout at One Raceway, you can see slithering, you can see sliding as this massive field of combined improved production New South Wales racers makes their way around the soggy track. Ryan Jagger in that green Holden Marina, easy to spot in the gloom, making short work there with a few of the opponents. Ben Sheedy, big Commodore in the lead, probably not the perfect car for this track and these conditions. Peter Hennessy kicking up the spray, and they've gone wide. The boys in the Evos looks like they've run it a little bit wide there. Hennessy's BMW M3 gaining the track again. Tim Molesworth just ahead of Travis Campbell. You can't even see where you're going. This is insane. The Yokohama AO50 medium compounds with the grooves doing the work. Travis looking up the inside of Tim there, who got on the podium of the under 2 litre category for the first time in 2024. Ben Sheedy stretches the lead, but Hennessy is bottling up the pack. That looks like Engel ranging up for a pass through the ultra fast final section of One Raceway. It's a lot different. If you haven't been down there, make sure you go down and check it out. It is a different proposition. On the brake, off the brake, just trying to get some grip and some heat into the Yokies as they come onto the main straight. Rear drive, slippery curb. All-wheel drive's going to eat him up down the straight. Engel moves through, takes away the position. Commodore versus Civic. You got to love improved production racing. And the young bloke, 15 years old if you don't mind, charges through on the inside, sticking it to Daniel Russo in that big black HSV. Unreal work there. That is Matt Wildridge in the awesome Escort Mark II. Looks like Travis is going to get up on the inside of him. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Straight down the inside and into the soup. Does he hang on to it? He does. David Haynes looks like he had a bit of a bobble in the wet. And Travis, you don't mind, straight past. What a performance. Second race out for this young fella, doing a fantastic job. Giantini, our under 2 litre champion for 2024. On board, returning Ben Algie, and that awesome Nissan 200SX. Doing a fantastic job though, but rear drive, front drive, forward drive. We've got Jason Walsh, one of our invited racers in the i30N. That is the first i30N sedan you'll ever see racing here in Australia. He's doing a fantastic job. Different tyre, not qualifying for points, but he's really mixing it up, and we hope to see him do some more improved production racing in 2025. Wipers going overtime. They're going to have to go down and get new blades the way that the weather is going here at One Raceway. Millions and millions of dollars spent on this great new facility. You can see those big sound attenuating walls. As we see Jeff Thier coming through the shot, he's another returning IPRA racer, quite a famous racer of note. In first place, Ben Sheedy by a country mile. Stephen Engel, Jason Walsh coming home for third spot. On board, Stephen Engel out of P2, rocketing away though. Ben Sheedy, yesterday's winner of race 1, makes him pay. Look at the start. Ben Algie rounds up Engel as well as they go into the much faster turn 1 complex. Giantini too must have got a bit of a poor start, being rounded up by the field. Jason Walsh in that I-30N being challenged hard. Around the outside, that looks like Peter Hennessy did a bit of practice down here at a New South Wales Super Sprint round ahead of this round of Improved Production New South Wales. It's our final round of the year, no points. We've already decided our champions, but try telling these guys and girls that they are on it. Down the hill we go, May and Reddy. The field bunched up as they come into the fishhook. Very similar to the old Wheatfield Park, but One Raceway has its own character and its own dangers. The whole field now, it might be dry on track, but if you get offline, you are in trouble. The infield is damp and muddy. Looking up there, 2 abreast as they come up the hill. Fantastic racing, looks like. Oh, big sideways movement there. Craig Wildridge takes off to the outside, and he's out of position now. He'll have to make his way back through the pack. Giantini back in his battle with Hennessy and Jason Walsh in the front few positions of this second race. The second last race in Improved Production New South Wales. Check out IPRANSW.org.au for all the dates of the 2025 Championship. They're up there now. And a huge thanks to all of our awesome sponsors throughout the season. Giantini, this Honda has worked harder than a one-arm paper hanger all year. Done a bunch of racing, and you can really see it in his touch. He's on fire. Doesn't lay a bumper on anyone, but he is in the mirrors. You know that Giantini is there looking for the pass. Back on board with Reddy. Looks like, is that Jagger? Oh, Ryan Jagger might have just outside of the track there, rolled off. Lots of runoff here at One Raceway. They've done a fantastic job allowing cars to get back on track after an excursion. David Haynes, a relative local, May and Reddy, makes him pay. Big move down the inside. Jeff Fear, I-30N hatchback. Automatic with an economy mode if you don't mind. If you're running out of fuel, you can whack it in E and get a few more laps out of it. But fantastically quick. Little car, speaking of quick cars, Scott Tutton right around the outside of our 15-year-old Travis is absolutely driving the wheels off of it, but the old boys showing him which way is up. Tutton, great to see him back. It was a front runner a couple of years ago in Improved Production New South Wales in that gorgeous Evo. 2x2, these old stages, and Travis is ready to play, ready to throw it down around the outside, inside, outside. That go-kart history really coming to the fore. What a battle! Shakes the head, but he'll get there. That is awesome stuff. Giantini slides down the outside of Walsh. No quarter asked or given. Will he go wide? Oh, it's pretty grey and grubby out there, but he manages to hang on and fight another day. What an awesome event for the Improved Production New South Wales at their first time of asking here at One Raceway. Looks like that is Hennessy just understeers wide, leaves Walsh and Giantini to have at it. And Hennessy slides a little bit wide as well. Fear now in the sights of May and Reddy. Big look at the inside, can't get it done. Front drive, rear drive, and that is definitely rear drive action from May and Reddy in the BMW. Big sideways slides, gathers it up, lives to fight on. Fear now attacking. Looks like we're rounding up Rail Singh, who's another one of our invited players who might come back on board with IPRA. That is a Hyundai Veloster. Looks like he's going to get rounded up left and right. Pushing the button on the dash there is Reddy. Lines up the hill, and the final results are through. Ben Algie takes a great win from Jason Walsh and Matthew Giantini. On board with Stephen Engel from the back of the pack after a DNF in race 2. Winds up that Evo and fires it straight down the middle there. Rob Burson making a return in his escort as well. He's going to be short change for this rampaging Evo. Matt Lamore in the Volvo wagon. David Haynes in that big Commodore. All 4 victims. One's a little bit wide, but that's okay. Everything goes in lap 1 here at One Raceway, the final race for Improved Production in 2025. Make sure you check out our socials and IPRANSW.org.au to check out our dates for 2025. on board. So many cars left in the race. Hennessy making his way forward after a couple of bowls in yesterday's event. Bob Jowett, one of our former champions, and fighting hard here. It's Honda v Honda EG versus EG. Matt Giantini, the young and the old, look at him go. Not a quarter given by Jowett. Absolutely ferocious racer and loves his motorsport. Giantini sliding down the outside, not sure that's going to pay off. Walsh is the pick in the sandwich ahead of the pack there. Jowett, a little bit of overlap, but Giantini rolls out the gas, lives to fight another day. What great racing from Improved Production New South Wales. No paint laid on any other car. Absolutely terrific to watch. We come through this bowl section. Giantini making it work for him. Inside becomes the outside, but he gets the position. On board now with Ryan Jagger pushing back through the pack. He's eyeballing third place as he comes through the field. What a noise from this little car. How about that? Unders and overs all fighting each other for position here at One Raceway. Another fantastic conditions. More fantastic conditions for our fraternity of Improved Production Racing. We are here for round one in 2025. Will we see Walsh and Giantini fighting hard? We certainly do. What a great battle these two have been fighting side by side all weekend long. Bobby Jowett hanging it out to the left. He'll cut back to the right. He's got a little bit of traffic ahead of him. Walsh, different tyre set on that car, but still pretty equal. So we'll be really keen to see these guys rejoin us in 2025. Massive thank you to all of our sponsors. Viola Private Wealth. We've got Ravenol Australia. We've got JLM Lubricants. We've got Midas. We've got Yokohama Tyres. We've got CTL Crisis, Transport and Logistics, V-Sport and Competition Products. Thank you all for joining us in 2024. Ready, of course, with the Midas sponsorship on board. It is absolutely George Street on a Monday morning wide. Walsh in the i30N sedan, allowing Reddy an easy pass. Molesworth now slides through on Travis Campbell. Oh, big sideways! Did they get into each other? Maybe just the tiniest of glances. Looks down, grabs a gear, and both fight on. Oh, and look at that, ever the opportunist Matt Wildridge slides through on both of them, making up 2 spots in a heartbeat. He's been racing in IPRA forever, and he showed his form there. The Commodore crowd now, Russo and Haynes, gonna slide on through. 4 cylinders versus 8. Sometimes 8 has to win as we roll through the final race. Ben Algie takes a second win. Unfortunately, Ben Sheedy was a non-starter. Giantini takes second, and Ryan Jagger is a mighty third spot. And that's a wrap on season 2024. Thank you all so much for joining in. Make sure you check out our socials on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube, and check IPRANewSouthWales.org.au for all the action in 2025.